What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Iccy Show. This is interview 636 interviews I've done. Give this special guest from New Jersey to Boston 617 a second to get on here and we will start this Iccy Show. If you want to be a guest, I'm booking to the end of May. So inbox your girl, Jackie Brown, with 2 C's, I.E. Brown, and I'll let you know the dates I do have available. I do have a couple cancellations from now until the end. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary. My condolences to anyone that has lost anyone. Salute, salute. Check out yesterday's 2 interviews we did. Fire. Check them out. One from Africa, one from Boston 617. And today we're in Jersey. Let's go. The next interview after today is... Shout out to Legal Mob Entertainment. Shout out to Freebands Prince. Salute, salute. Much love and respect to everybody. We are worldwide. Shout out to the family. 24th with Rapstar. 28th. Shaman. 29th, Lady Divine, and that's the list for March, and then we're already in April. Crazy. You know, Easter's on the 31st, so salute definitely to everybody that is doing their what they're supposed to be on 2024. If you're an artist, manager, promoter, actually talking about managing, check out the movie I'm in, Calculates, with Freebands. Fire, coming out this end of this year, so stay tuned on that. We're going to give him a couple of more minutes, see if he comes on. If not, I'll reschedule with him. You know who he is. He's been on the Iccy Show Bible Studies. He's been on the Iccy Show. So salute, definitely. Peace, Gina. Peace. God bless everyone. I know there's a lot of rain happening. Floods, snow. We had snow last night. We have snow right now with rain. It's crazy. April showers bring me flowers, they say, right? So we're going to give him a couple more minutes. Get on here. Here we go. Hey, Christawn. Welcome back to the Iccy Show. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Queen? How you feeling?
Good. Welcome back to the Iccy Show. This is Christawn from New Jersey to Boston 617-2978. This is interview 636 interviews I've done in 5.5 years. Welcome back to the Iccy Show, Christawn.
Thank you. How you feel? How you feeling tonight?
Good, King. How you doing out there?
I'm doing good. You know, just another day. You know, another day in the life.
Yes. Another day, another dollar,
Another
right?
day, another dollar. You know, it's been a crazy day, but yeah, one of them days. You know, but it's all right.
A bad crazy or a good crazy?
Nah, just a lot of stuff, getting a lot of stuff done. You know what I mean? A lot of running around and stuff.
Well,
everything cool.
Congratulations. I seen you have a little new to your family there, the little dog.
Yeah, little dude. Yeah,
I thought he was gonna be on your interview today. I thought he was gonna pop up.
I was gonna bring him on, but I said he's too wild right now. He's just a little guy, so he probably be running all around, so I'm running all up and down my, up and down my back and everything. You know, he a little wild. You know what I'm saying?
Well, definitely. What have you been doing the last couple of months? What's going on with your project?
Still in the works. You know, I got so many features. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Like I can't. Every time I want to do it, another feature comes in. Like I got got DMX. I got Davies, uh, Styles P, Busta Rhymes, Jada Kiss, as you know. Uh, who else? So I got the game. It's just crazy right now. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to make sure everything. This might be my final project that I put out for a while. Um, but I
Why
just I want to.
why you holding off?
Why am I holding off from throwing it off right now?
No, like why do you wanna? You saying this will be your project for a minute? Thank you,
Yeah,
Gina.
I'm gonna ride this
She
out.
says love cash.
Huh?
Gina says love cash, and she
Yeah,
says hi.
cash.
Hey.
Do you hear any noise coming from my side, or any like a echo noise or anything?
No, do I have an echo on mine?
Nah, you good. I just want to make sure I'm clear.
Yes, like last
What?
time.
Yeah, you know what I mean? The connection stuff. But I'm just probably gonna ride this out. You know what I mean? I'm putting out 3 albums. So I'm putting out one with all the features, one with just me, and one for the women.
Okay.
So it's not. I mean, I'm when I put out, it's going to hit hard. You know what I mean? It's going to be a lot of activity. When I put it out, but it's going to be. I'm trying to do July on my birthday, July 2nd. But if it's not done by July, I'll try to do it in August. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
they're the dates. They're the dates that I got set up for right now. Trying to get it out. If I might not put all three out, I might just I one is already done. So I'm just thinking about putting one out and then I'll come with the next two sometime following up. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
that's what the one with just me is already done. I got the one with the features is just about done. The one with the women is done. So I might just put out the one with just me and put out the features and the one with the women probably sometime at the end of the year. But something definitely coming out soon. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
something definitely gonna be out there. So I mean,
Okay. Okay.
it's just about making sure things is right. Like I don't have a lot of time left in my rap career. You know, I'm gonna make sure that whatever I put out is first of all good quality, every videos, of course, videos for my song. So it takes a lot to get together when you want to do it the right way. Now, if you
Right.
just want to throw something out there and then you just want to ride the wave and see where things go, then that's different. But I mean, it's a lot of eyes on me, and I want to make sure that I do it correctly. You know what I'm saying?
When you gonna
That,
do a video?
um, I have probably I'll probably do one next month, but the guy who shoots my video, he's like an hour away. He not far away. So I mean, when we could get up whenever. His name is uh, Angel. His name
Salute.
was Angel. So yeah, so he been shooting my videos for me. He does a lot of people in the game and everything. And he's real dope. I mean, I know you've seen his work on my last
Oh
video.
yeah.
Yeah, so he's legit. He's really legit. So I mean, I'm gonna try to make sure I have the video come out as soon as I drop the album.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What is your favorite song to perform out of all your songs you have?
My favorite song is probably Broadway. That's it's a song where I'm pretty like descriptive of um, the block I used to sell on, because I ran the streets for a long time in Camden, New Jersey, so about 15 years. So Broadway is a block where it was all the activity, anything you want to get, anything just everybody hang out. It's just where everything pop off at. So Broadway is probably the song that I love the most because it's descriptive. It tells you everything about what's going on. Like stuff people won't believe what's going on out there. But I say that's a favorite joint right there.
Definitely. Definitely. If you could pick a feature, since you're all done with the features, but if you could pick one feature to get on this last project, who would it be and why?
I mean, I always wanted to work with Nas. You know, that's that's probably if I was ever able to work with him, that'd seal the deal for the features. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even look nowhere else. That'd be the last one I ever do. But yeah, Nas is, I think he's the greatest MC that ever touched the mic, and I feel like uh, if I ever did a song with him, that'll probably seal it for me.
Okay. Okay.
You know,
That's
that'll
dope.
be yeah, definitely.
Okay. Okay. I could see you doing something with Nelly with with your voice and his voice. I could see that happening.
Yeah, Nelly's a great artist too. He got the St. Louis, St. Louis style. You know what I mean? Down south style. I always did want to do something with some people from down south. I mean, I had this opportunity to do something with what's this guy's name? I can't think of his name off the top of my head. Um, Forgot his name, but he's pretty big down south. I had an opportunity, but something happened where it was like something happened where he was I forget some miscommunication happened and we didn't get to do it. But
Oh, okay.
why can't I remember this guy's name? I can't remember right now. But he's a big artist down south. I might try to reconnect with him sometime down the line. But yeah, I think and I think it's one more. If I ever could do something like with a younger artist too, like some of the young guys, because I mean I do got a young guy. His name is Brandon that I'm gonna be featuring on the album. But I want to try to snag some of them too, because I mean where hip hop is at right now, you know, I call it death music. You know what I'm saying? I call it music uh, for the dead. You know, it's all it talk about is killing and you know, drug selling and get high, get drunk, part. I mean, like you know the regular, you know how it goes. So I mean, but it's worse now. It's worse now with the drill. And,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Do you think the drill music has something to do with it that switched it off like that?
well, I mean, if you look at where drill music originated from in Chicago, when drill music came on the scene, a lot of deaths started happening. I'm talking about young kids deaths from the ages of 5 to like 20, 21. You know, so wherever drill touches, like look at Philadelphia. Philadelphia is a lot of killing. Drill music is all out there. New York, a lot of killing. Wherever drill music goes, killing follows. It's
Mm.
it's just how it's just the way it is. And so like when I look at that, I would like to grab some young guys up if I could. You know, I talked to some on Instagram and stuff like that to see, you know, uh, who would be somebody good to work with. But I mean, they gone. You know, their mind is gone. Their mind is gone.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm always trying to I'm always trying to put, you know me. I'm putting music out that's positive, on a positive note. You know, no curse, no disrespect to the women. You know, just good good soulful music. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I'm trying. I like to keep it on that note. And a lot of the kids, they just not there yet. You know, they want the rowdy, kill, murder, murder, murder. That's what they like. You know, so it's kind of tough. But I'm gonna my main motive, my main something I would really like to do is work with somebody young, some of the
Okay.
young guys.
Out in New Jersey, or you're willing to expand out?
Yeah, wherever. I was gonna work with I don't know if you ever heard of a guy, what's his name? Lil Reese,
From where? Boston?
Chicago.
Oh, I know one from Boston. That's why I asked.
Oh, it's a Lil Reese in Boston too.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a guy named Lil Reese that I was gonna work with. But I kind of fell off of that because he got caught a murder charge, and it was just a whole lot of stuff going on with him, and that wouldn't have been a good look for me and what I'm doing. But
Yes. Yes.
yeah, you know what I mean, it was just too much. But I like to get the guys that's really trying to do like your son. If your son was rapping, I would pull. You know, I see he's really trying to be different than what what's going. You know, the kids that is out here today. You know, very respectful. You know, just like people like him of his stature. You know what I mean? His aura, his nature. Like that's what I'm looking for to work with. But it's not a lot around in rap. The rap game is
No.
not a lot of them. I'm telling you, like it's just their minds are so gone. It's hard to even talk to them. It's hard.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But so I'm hoping. What's up?
You think it's the generation from, during the pandemic, and then, drill came right basically around that time, like full throttle basically. And, know, the kids were locked up in the houses, not going to school. Do you feel like, everything has to do with the pandemic, making their brain gone like how they are?
Well, yeah, the pandemic played a big part. I mean, that's when everybody was stuck in the house. That's when a lot of kids were getting into music because that's all they really could do was write songs. But I feel like that played a major part. It just it threw a lot of things off in hip hop. It just I seen a major change happen after the pandemic because, like I said, the kids were stuck in the house. Everybody's writing. People's mind just is all over the place because they don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? It just it just affected the kids in a different way. So
Yes.
like the kids are smart. You know, they know what's going on. They know when something ain't right, and it causes them to have like this fear, and they start to act up a little bit. But yeah, I really agree with that. The pandemic was made it caused a lot of havoc out
Yes. Yes.
in hip hop, a lot.
Definitely. I seen was it Moscow? I shared something on my page yesterday. They had a hip hop concert and so many people got killed. I think 40 people got shot. It was in
Oh man,
Moscow. It wasn't around here, but it was on the other side of the country. But still, I feel like anybody that's throwing a hip hop venue or a hip hop show, always make sure your security is right. That's the name must, you got to have your security tight. If the security's let one person slide, you know that there's about six other people sliding in there
oh
with their guns.
yeah,
So,
oh yeah,
especially, we're supposed to be coming together in this, uniting in this music industry. It doesn't matter, with your lyrics and stuff. These young kids, you have to stop listening to the lyrics and reacting on the lyrics because it's not all true with the music and the lyrics. And that's important that they need to understand that because, they're reacting they're vibing to the music. Just like if someone's ready to ride out, they're going to listen to the
yeah.
toughest song that gets them amped and ready to ride out.
You're right.
So that's what I tell these kids. You can listen to music, and be, vibing to it, but don't make actions on the music. That's very important.
And that's
Um,
what's killing us.
yes. And another thing is too, you have Spotify, they don't take the cussing out. You got the radio stations that they take the cussing out. So when they hear the remix of it, they don't want to listen to that. They want to go
You know
back
what?
to
Yeah,
listen to the real,
that's why.
real.
Yep, that's what I was saying. Like they want it hardcore, raw. You know what I'm saying? Even more raw than how we used to want it. It's
Yeah,
even worse. They want blood. They want I shot him 50 times. You know that's what they like. So
yeah,
it's like to compete with that when their mindset is already there to a level where it's at. It's tough. It's really
yes,
tough. You know what I mean? Like a lot of kids just love that music. I mean, it's a spiritual thing. You know what I mean? It gets in their soul. You know, it's crazy to see. It's crazy to see how kids like this. I don't. I mean, I can't see how you could like it. Like, how can you like talk about that much killing it and destruction of
yeah.
communities and murder and just how I don't get it. I'm just
Mm.
I just don't understand.
They need to bring back baby making music. That's what I always say. Bring back the 80s music,
Yeah,
for real, for real.
yeah. I
That never
mean,
dies down.
yeah. Nah, that don't die at all. That's I mean that's when music was real. That's when a lot a lot of affection in music and a lot of just they put their heart and soul into it.
Mhm.
Nowadays it's just like people just putting rhymes together and just making it rhyme and it's cool.
They
I
sound
mean if
horrible.
they
They
do
sound horrible. It's coming from the
really bad,
Iccy Show. For
really
real.
bad.
Not everybody is an artist. Not everybody is a host. Not everybody is a producer. Not
Right.
everybody's a manager. And the list goes on. But
Hmm.
when you're hearing them listen to, like, okay, not everybody is an artist. That's important because when
Right.
you're hearing these kids just spit and you're like, what are you saying? You're not even
You be like, huh?
on rhyme, you're not on rhythm, you're not on
Ain't
anything. And
on beat
they
on
think
nothing. Yeah. Nope. They not nowhere near on beat. Like it's just like off tempo, off beat. Like I don't listen. I'll be listening to it and I can't even nod my head and get into it. Like it's not. I don't. I just don't. I don't understand. I don't understand how that's good music that people even listen to. I'm
okay.
just like I can't sit and listen to people talk about murdering everything, killing
Yes.
everything. Like I don't get it. But I mean, it just shows where our generation is at.
Right, right,
Bad. It's a lot of the kids are lost.
right.
You
So
know what I mean?
any artists that are tuning in, you should try to switch your music. I've been
Yeah.
telling people write something about the Bible, write something about, positivity.
Right.
Even if it's the climate outside, at least it's not talking about killing because any negativity goes to the devil. And I always say this. And that's important because, you know, we're trying to make a difference. We're trying to switch the negative to a positive.
Right.
But there's a lot of negativity in the world where music definitely is probably 30% of the reactions of the young ones happening. And, you know, that's why I always tell like the OGs, you got to start switching your music. You know, I'm not an artist. I'm far from an artist. I'm on a couple of songs, but I'm not an artist. I know that for a fact. I say I'm not because I'm not. But, you know, it's important, like what you say. If every song is about killing on your project, who wants to listen to that project?
Yeah.
Because I know the first two songs, if I'm hearing about killing, I'm gonna shut it off. That's
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Me too.
We grew
Me
up
too.
like I'm a '70s baby, so when we grew up with the rap, you know, when hip hop was in the beginning of it, at least I'll be 46. So what? I was like 5 years old. It was
You 5 years
before
old.
my something like that. But back then, you know, everybody could be in a cipher and like 50 heads right there, and not one fight is going to break up. And you're all going around spitting whatever you want, talking about what you want, but actions never occurred. And
Right.
that's the type of music we need to go back to. I remember listening to NWA when I was growing up, and people were like, "You're white. You shouldn't be listening to that." No, that's racist. I don't like that shit. I hate racism. I hate that. Despise that.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Everybody knows my kid's a mix. So when you come to me about that racism, I'm gonna defend racism to full extent. Like
Yeah.
that's it. You know, I'm not for that at all.
I feel that. Yeah.
So
But you
what
know the
about a
music.
movie for you?
Huh?
What about a movie for you?
I
Like
would
a
do.
movie
I
of
would do.
you, Christawn from New Jersey.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a EPK that goes and explains like my life. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make it it's kind of gonna be like a little documentary type thing. Yeah. So I got that. When this thing drop, it's gonna drop hard. It's
Okay, okay.
it's going to drop hard. It's not going to be nothing nice. People going to be like, oh, okay, so that's why he was shaking. It was chilling like that. And but over the years, I've become way more patient. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I'm in a rush to do anything anymore. You know what I mean? I feel like God has me in a great place spiritually. He has me in a great place just in my life in general. And I don't feel like like I used to feel like I gotta do this. I gotta hurry up. And I gotta hurry up. I'm just not like that anymore because I know that when it does drop, it's gonna be good. People gonna understand why. They're gonna understand. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, okay, I see, okay, Chris Jordan. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, this guy really okay, okay. So that's I want to make sure that my patience stays intact because
Hmm.
when you rushing, I don't like my first album that I did that came out under Universal. It took me 3 years. It took me 3 years to get that album done because I just wanted to make something that I thought was good. I didn't do too much listening to the outside. I wanted to do something that I like. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And it hit the Billboard charts at number 49 right off the bat.
Woo,
You know?
woo, woo. Definitely.
Yeah,
That's what it is. Definitely. You
yeah,
deserve
right off the bat. Yeah. So I mean, like when you're dealing with music, you want to make sure that you putting out what you like. You know,
it.
like I advise artists to make sure that you love your music. Don't have too many ears and listening saying, yeah, you should do this or you should do that, you should do that. Unless you really believe in the people around you. I'm not saying it's wrong or it's bad. I'm just saying that make sure you like what you do. You know, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you like your music because if you don't, it's gonna take the love out of
Right. And that's
it.
the
You know,
passion.
so
Comes
it's
from the
the pack.
passion from the heart.
Take your passion away. I know people that's in major deals that don't even like making music anymore. Like, a lot of people look at these major artists and think like they got such a beautiful life and they love the hip hop industry. No, they don't. They can't. They
Right.
don't. They can't even. They can't even put a picture up on their Instagram page without asking the label. They can't. They can't do a mixtape without asking their label. They can't do anything without asking the label. because the label
Yeah,
has full power and control over them. So that's
it's true.
yeah. So that's why a lot of people are saying, stay independent. And when you stay independent, you can do whatever you want. You may not get the big money as a major artist, but you're gonna love what you do. And
Right,
I think that's a big difference between, getting a big check or loving what you do. I'd rather love what I do.
right, right, definitely. What's going on with the community out where you live? Any events happening? Anything for the children or
It hasn't really been nothing going on out here. Like I haven't seen anything music wise that's been going on. I haven't seen anything as far as like performances out here. I mean, I'm close to Philly. I'm close to Philly, right? About 20 minutes from Philly. I haven't even heard nothing going on out in Philly. Like
yes.
it's a lot of especially with all the killing going on out there. It's just hasn't been nothing really going on. A lot of people
I know.
scared to go.
Boston switched something in. We have a bar in Boston, like we used to do shows. Benzino used to come there a lot, and other
Okay.
artists used to come out there. It's in the hood. Um, it's in Dorchester. But they started doing comedy out there every week now. And last night, I believe, or the night before, they did it out there. And I was just watching the live before I came on here, and the crowd is peaceful. It's in the hood where several people have gotten shot before over there, and
Wow.
it was peaceful, and you could tell everybody was enjoying themselves. So salute to everyone that put that venue in Boston at the Dublin House. RIP Yaz, the owner, he passed away this year. But it's a great hood spot. Like I love going there. It's like family there, you know.
Yeah.
And it felt good seeing that place wasn't closing down after the owner passed away, because us people in the music industry, we look forward to going to that place.
Hmm.
So when I seen that, that's why I was asking about your community. Is there anything going on for shows? Because they're trying to make a difference in Boston. And I see it. Salute to everyone that's making a change, you know,
Good.
so we can make shows for families, so we can make family time to have these kids come to these family events at bars when it's not alcohol being served. But you know, it's still we need to get these kids involved.
Yeah.
What
Big
we are
time.
doing, and you know, let them know it's not okay to kill. No, you're gonna serve. Like I just put something up yesterday. It takes 3 seconds, no, 3 minutes to put your life away for 20
I
years.
know. Just like
Just
that.
by thinking about it, pull that trigger, your life's gone. Just
So
like that. Snap.
I don't know. Did you hear about the case of the Chicago case where did you ever hear of the rapper FBG Duck?
I think I've heard of it, but I don't know too much about it.
Yeah, he died a couple years ago. But them kids that gunned him down in broad daylight, they all they facing 25 to life. I think they even got charged, and I think it already went through, to tell you the truth. But they've been sitting in jail for like 3 or 4 years. So like
Before the trial came on.
before the trial came up, yeah. So I think yeah, I'm pretty sure they're in there for life.
I
20,
remember that. I remember that.
yeah.
The one that was during the daytime. Yeah, because Smokey the Bandit is from out there. So I remember that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And these guys are 20, 21,
Yeah.
22, gone, life over,
Hmm.
because somebody made a diss record that involved uh the other side, their enemies, dead dead friends, and he made a whole song dissing the other side's dead friends. A whole song named about 5 or 6 people in the song, and he lost his life for that. They gunned
See?
him down in broad daylight. It was 4 people hopped out the car. I mean, they even put it on the internet. These guys jumped out the car. 2 cars pulled out. 4 guys jumped out and gunned him down. Shot him like, I think he got shot 17, 18 times.
Wow.
It was
Wow.
crazy. It's this drill music that we listening to. It's just speaking all types of death into our society and into our kids' souls. So these kids these kids are just reacting. They don't like killing is becoming normal to them now.
Right.
It's becoming normal. So they just going out there and they're not thinking about no consequences. They thinking that they can hopefully get away, but they're not thinking about, oh man, I'm going to get life. They're just going out there and just reacting off of emotion because somebody disrespected them. You know,
Mm.
and when we was coming up, we fought it out. Like we knew how to
Right.
throw our hands. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't trying to kill each other. I mean, you fight, and y'all fight again the next day or whoever, but y'all still gonna walk away alive.
Right.
Nowadays, it is no more fight.
Right.
These kids are not fighting no more. You can't put your hands up with somebody in the street no more because they're it's a 70% chance they got a gun on them.
Right.
It's just the way it is right now. And that's in a lot of places. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
just got to be so cautious out there. You have to be.
It's so true. That's why, it's important. Like, from our generation, we need to, keep on talking about it because we need to make a difference. And, these artists, that are, reacting on someone else's song and then retaliate, that needs to come to an end. That needs to
Yeah.
cease. You'll be the biggest person by seizing that, than letting it construct, you know,
Right.
volcano, I'll call it.
Yeah.
But
That's what it is too. It's a
yeah,
volcano. That's rough.
because when one person dies, then another person dies on the side, then this person dies on the side,
Yep.
then it's going back and forth like a ping pong, back and forth. And we got to stop that. And that's important. Like, that's why I like having you on here because you talk about, the youth. Um, and you're always trying to help the community like I am, trying to make a difference for these young ones. And a lot of artists aren't really caring about the younger ones.
They're
They
not.
want everyone to listen to their music. They put it up so everyone can listen. But here, the younger generations, you got the 9-year-olds, the 10-year-olds, the 11-year-olds, listening to your music, gang banging, whatever you are. I never judge nobody, whatever they're doing. But
Mhm.
when it comes to the youth, yes, I'm going to step up as much as I can to try to save any kids out there because we need people to stop killing these kids. They're babies. They need their future. They need to have the education. They need to have their future. They need to pass on your family genes. What happened
Yeah.
about having family um trees and letting the roots keep on growing? If you're cutting the young ones down, there's not going to be anything to go. It's going to come all to a stop. There's going to be a
Yeah.
dead end for everyone's family. That's why it needs to stop now. It should have stopped last year. It should have stopped point blank. There should be no more killing. Fight it out. Put your hands up. Duke it out like how we used to do it, and that's
Yeah.
it. And
Yep.
bring that back. Like, if kids want to fight, don't arrest them. Don't put them on school detention. Don't put them in suspension. It's
Right.
self-defense. Let them fight. If there's no weapon involved, let them fight. That's what's
Yeah.
wrong with this problem with
Yep.
the system. The system turn around. Kids fight, they get locked up, they get detention,
Mm-hmm.
they get suspension, expelled from school. What about making a difference by keeping the kids in? We used to fight all the time. I got
All right.
fights all the time. Every
All
week
the
I was
time.
in the getting expelled for fighting. And it's crazy because that's what we need to do. We need to make a difference on this younger generation because they're all getting taken away.
Yeah.
I don't care what family is on here. I don't care who's tuning in right now. I know every single one of everybody that tuned in, they lost somebody to either violence, overdose, suicide, point blank at a young
Yep.
age. You
Definitely.
know, when we were growing up, you would hear people passing away 80s, 90s, 70s. You would never hear, very rare, you would hear somebody under 60. Very rare.
Right. Yeah.
And now these kids think, oh, it's just another death, just another death.
Yeah. They
No, it's
don't
not
care.
just another day. We got another death. We got to stop that. We got to put that on cease
Mm-hmm.
immediately. Look at our world. Our world. I mean, we had snow today, snow yesterday, and it's like the war is going on over there with all the explosions in the air and stuff. Let's focus our energy, what's going really on with the world, and let's make peace for
Yeah.
our children, make peace for our grandbabies. If we don't have peace for our kids, what is going to be underneath them. We're not even going to be able to have our grandbabies be okay.
It's crazy, crazy. I mean, and the internet and YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, they're pushing this out to the kids. Like the algorithm pushes it out to where if you look at one video of death, it's going to just push it all on you. So when they see, even if you just click on it just to see about something, just to read up on something, they're going to push it all. So they want the algorithm to feed us death, and
Right,
that's what it's been doing for years now, and we see the effect to why to all this death that's been pushed on us through these Instagram and this Facebook and YouTube. This these YouTubers and all these guys that's on here with these shows, they pushing death out, and that's the
right.
main reason why I really stopped watching a lot of these guys because all they talk about is killing. It's
Mhm.
amazing when you see it with the spirits, like with discernment, spiritual discernment. You see it different than the world sees it. Like I don't look through the worldly eye. I'm going to see it in a different manner because I'm looking through it in a spiritual sense. Like I said, with discernment. To understand. Okay, I'm not looking. I'm not looking at the deaths. I'm looking at the causes. What's causing the death?
Yeah,
I'm looking at what is the cause of all this, and I'm seeing where it's coming from, and I'm like, yo, I don't understand how these guys are able to be pushing this out to the kids like this. They push it out in mass numbers.
right.
You know what I mean? If I could get on YouTube right now and see 20, 30 people doing the same thing, pushing death out, pushing death every day, all day. And they're the ones that have all the followers. They're the ones that have all the people watching them because people, they feed off of uh uh just negativity. They
Right.
feed off of that because people are so attracted to seeing somebody like when they put a death video on YouTube and oh, I want to see what it looked like. I want to see what happened. I want to see the guy die. Like people are they're like they want to see that stuff, and it's to a point now where the kids are really being affected
Yes.
in a major way. Like I've never seen it like this before. I've never like where I live. It's a lot of kids around here, so I'm able to hear and see what's going on out here. And listen, Queen, when I tell you, listen, these kids are talking in ways that you wouldn't even
Oh,
believe,
yeah.
and I'm talking about young ones, like young kids, 6, 7, 8 years old. I went into my laundromat um yesterday, and it was like 6 or 7 kids in there just smoking, drink. I mean, young guys, like young, 8, 9, like young people.
Damn.
I'm like, what's going on, man? Like, I mean, like, what's going on out here in this day and age? Like, I don't ever remember smoking weed until I was in college, even
I smoked weed
drinking.
12 was the first, no, 13, 13 when
Okay,
I
but
smoked.
were you thinking about that at age 6 or 7?
No, hell no.
Were you thinking about taking pills at age 6 or 7?
No,
Like it's literally kids strung out on pills.
I
It,
believe it.
it's a town near me called Tom's River. I think it was 2020. They had 52 deaths in one summer from kids overdosing on Percocets.
And it's not the real Percocet. That's what these kids need to know. The pills
Not
you're popping are not real. They are artificial. They're homemade. Someone made them, and you got fentanyl. Who knows what you have? Fentanyl, cocaine, heroin, anything bad for you is in that one particular pill you're taking. And one, by you just touching it, these kids are dying by just
yeah,
touching it because of the
not
fentanyl.
touching it. Yup. Like
My friend lost
it,
her daughter. It was all over the news. It was right before Christmas. It was devastating. I want to say 3 years ago or 2 years ago, about 3 or 4 years ago. It was about 3, 4 years ago. And my son used to be at the bus stop with her kids every morning. And then I seen the news and I was like, no fucking, that's her kid. Like what? I was just there at the bus stop that morning. and I'll never forget. It was right before Christmas, and they brought it on the news breaking all over the television and stuff. And I seen my friend's girl, like she was passed. You know, I seen pictures.
Wow.
I couldn't deal with it. You know, I couldn't deal with it. Like it killed me. Like it really affected me.
How
And
was she?
uh, so she was the same age. She was my son in my son's class, and so this was about so Rise 13, so about 10 years old. She was about 10. Yeah, she was 10 because my son was turning 10 in the that year. It would be June. That it was December. And my son was 9. She was 10.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking.
and
Yeah, that's
it
what
was
I'm
from
talking
the
about.
uncle. It was the uncle was babysitting, had the kids over there, and he had fentanyl, and she was in the room where it was, and she just died. Died. They tried to revive her. They couldn't revive her, and it's sad because it's like, you know, people like going back and forth. Oh, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. But
Yeah.
if the kid is at your house, like
I
that's your
know. Yeah, you got to. Yeah,
neglect,
it's your fault. That's your,
you know. And it's like I blame. I don't blame. I blame not all parents, but some parents of these kids are getting younger and younger. I
yeah,
know parents have to work. Trust and believe. I work 3 jobs. I know it's hard out there.
yeah,
And being a single mom, I know it's even harder. So I know being a single dad, things get tough, and single mom, it gets tough. But you need to know where your children are. And that's what the problem is. These kids are, when we were kids, you see all the bikes at one house, you see the street light comes on, all the kids are skit scat and hopping fences, whatever, getting home, right? These kids, you don't see bikes out as much. You don't see them out at the park as much. Um,
Nope.
it's crazy because when I go to the park and I see my son playing ball, I like to know who he's playing ball with, and it's mainly older guys. And it's like my
Right. The
shouldn't.
kids ain't there. Yeah, the kids not there no more. The kids ain't. They're not outside no more.
No, they're not. And it's sad. It's like, yo, the parents need to put the kids outside. Let all kids play with kids. I understand you got to know the parents and stuff like that. Right. Get to know the
Yeah.
parents. But these kids need to be kids. And that's what the problem. They're growing up too fast. They think in their mind is growing faster than what the actual age is because
Mm.
of what they're around. And they think they can be grown because they're seeing TikTok. Like I've been my
Yeah.
godson. I was babysitting my godson. I took that TikTok right off of his thing immediately and I deleted that. He doesn't
Yeah.
know how to put it in, but I deleted it off him because of what he was watching. I'm like, you're only 5 years old. What are you watching? That's for a grown person. And it's like
Mm.
they can just tap into it. It's like, no, like gotta be restrictions. And that's what it is. The younger generation, they're seeing it on TikTok, Spotify, listening to everything. So they're acting grown when they're actually not grown. They're
Yeah.
still growing as babies. And anyone that's 8, 7 smoking, the parents need to find out where are your kids.
Yeah.
When you're at
Yeah.
work, you ever text your kid or say, what are you doing? Like, that's what you need to do as a parent. You need to be on your kid. Don't let your kids slip up and let the streets take them at a young age. That's what I always stress and say. My son's friends, when I come around, what are you guys doing? If I hear them talk back, I see them at school, I'm going to intervene. I'm going to be like, don't be disrespectful. I don't want my son
Right.
around
Yeah.
you if you're going to be disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we used
Definitely.
to do. If your neighbor's kid being bad, you used to turn around and be like, don't be like that. And that's what this
Yeah.
generation is so messed up, Christawn. Like they think they
Yeah.
can get away, but it's not really their fault. It's the parents' fault because if they're not checking where they are, not wondering, and if you think your kid is on drugs, go to the store and buy a drug test and see what's in their system,
That's
and then you really could tell.
that's so,
Don't accuse
so
them of,
true.
don't accuse them if they're really not doing it. That's what my mom did to me. My mom used to accuse me of doing drugs. So I smoked marijuana at 13 years old.
Yeah.
I'm not recommending that to nobody.
Right.
Especially nowadays, weed is not safe. Weed is being fentanyl in there. I just seen it on there. She said that she just got Narcan because all she does is smoke weed, but someone put fentanyl in the weed.
Yeah. They can
So
do
it's
it
like,
with weed too. Yep.
yeah, and it's like, come on, like, if there's a young one buying that and you know that that has fentanyl in it, don't sell it to that young one.
Yeah,
Just don't. You know,
yeah. I was,
like you're making them addicted to it. Not you,
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
saying the person.
Nah, I understand what you're saying. I was watching a video about this fentanyl dealer in Philly, and he was asked a question like, do you care what happens to people, if they die, like, do you care if you kill somebody? He was like, no. He's like, it came to me. Why should I care if they die? And that's how these people are thinking out here. They don't care if you're a kid. They don't care if you are an adult, old person. They don't care nothing about your life. It's on, and he was selling pills. I think he said for $5. He's for $5. So guy asked him. He said for $5, is that worth more than a life?
Right.
He's like, yeah. And he said it nonchalant, like it wasn't nothing. Like he said, I don't care what happens to them out there. So I mean, that's the atmosphere these people are going into when they buying all this stuff off the street. You buying from people who don't care about your life. So you got to care about your life. You got to understand what's out there, because this wasn't out there when we was coming up. This was
Nope.
we didn't we. I mean, you could just tell by how the course of life is going that things are going downhill very fast.
Oh yeah.
And
So
very
fast.
very fast.
It's scary.
It
It really is scary.
it's very scary. And I just, like I said, RJ he's a different breed. He's a different breed of a kid. You know what I mean? And every time I see him, I just get happy, because I'm just like, yeah, kids are still it's still kids out there that really want to live life and
Right.
really want to do things. At least try. The kids gonna mess up. We know they're gonna mess up, but at least be trying to do things the right way. Put effort into trying to do things right. Because what we seeing now is this younger generation falling off the cliff,
Oh
and
yeah.
they falling off fast. And that's why people, some people wonder why I'm still doing hip hop. Why are you still rap? Because I care about our young generation. They're kids, even though they're kids who love the drill music, they're still kids who love my music. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's still kids who really want to listen to something positive, who would rather have something positive. There's still kids out there like that. And
Right.
I'm for them. I'm for them. There's millions of kids like that out there that they're tired of this music. They're tired of hearing kill, kill, murder, murder. They're tired of it. So
Right.
if I know that I still have a talent from God, which it's a God given gift to be able to still be good at what I'm doing, and have a whole arsenal of MCs, that have been in the game for years behind me, helping me, why not?
Right. I
Why not?
think you should stay in it. I understand you feel like you're getting older and you're probably thinking your time's up and stuff like that in this industry. But, you know, look at for instance, when people do a tour, they're older, right? The OGs, Boys to Men. When they go to do a tour, it doesn't matter how old you get, they're still out there rocking the mic.
Yeah.
And it's like, you might say, oh, you're good where you're at, but you know if you could keep on providing that music, I think you as an artist maybe should start, maybe see what you can do in your like your community, and see if you can maybe get what's the word I want to say, for a first time loan or something like that, and open like maybe like a little community center or youth center, like a
Oh,
small one.
like yeah, we got some. We got a couple around here. Like
Oh, you do?
we got a couple of things around here that allow people to throw events and stuff like that for the community, and things of that sort. And but it's just getting tougher now with the way, with all the killing, and with all the the kids doing drugs. It's just getting tougher for us to do those type of events around here, around where I'm at. But I mean, like, that's why, I respect the church. There's a lot of churches that still have events for the kids, and summer programs, and they still doing their thing. But like in other places, like Camden, for instance, it's not a lot of stuff for kids out there. Kids, they don't have hardly anything, nothing. And,
Brandon
and, and
says, look at Wu-Tang, bro. They're still selling out shows. And it's true.
yeah,
Shout out to
B,
the Wu,
yeah,
though.
yeah,
Shout out to the
yeah.
Wu.
He
Definitely.
right. He right too. They still sell. They Method Man. I think just turned 52.
Still
Still,
looking damn good.
still, is still looking good. Like he's
Right?
still looking like he looking like a young stallion. You know, like I'll be looking and
Exactly.
he's keeping his body right. You know, his health right. He's in the gym. You know, and these guys are really keeping themselves right and looking younger than they are.
Mhm.
So that's a plus. Like it's crazy. They said Wu is still out here doing shows and selling out crowds.
Yes. Shout out to the Wu-Tang. Shout out
Yeah,
to League
shout
of
out
Mob.
Wu.
Shout out to Vega Don. Everybody part of the Wu.
Word
I
up.
gotta show them love. That's family right there. So I gotta put them out
Yeah,
there.
the Wu Tang is still and that's a prime example
They're
of like you
for the
said.
children.
Yeah, they are and they are they've always been and they they still got it. They still got it. They not. I don't see them allowing their age to be like, we 50s now, we can't do anything now. No, no, they still selling things out. They still making money off of their gift, off of their talent at that age. Another guy, Killer Mike, Killer Mike, he just won, I think 3 Grammys. He's 48. I think he's 48. Like like you're right. We can't look at our age as something like it's like a downer
I'm
for our lives.
46 in June. You think I'm gonna stop?
Nah, no, we can't stop because the hip hop game needs us
Right.
for real. Like it needs our voices out here because we affect more people than we see.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's why I don't think you should stop. Like I said, age is just a number. It depends how you're acting. You're still going. You could tell you're out athletic and everything.
Yeah.
So I could still see you perform. I could still see you writing music and things like that. That's why I was bringing up the community center. Like maybe you could start something of your own, like like a club or something for the youth out there. That's why I was saying to get like a loan so you could do it. So it'd be your business, but it would be helping the community. But you could teach them how to write music, how to, make it education for them. But it's
Hmm.
coming from you as an artist, so it's um, hands, how do I want to say it?
Like
Hands
hands
on.
on, more hands on.
Yes, and that I think with and that's another thing. The schools are so messed up. You know, they take the littlest thing and they make it something very
Yeah.
serious. And it's sad because they should, I'm not saying, if a kid fights, okay, expel them. No. But I mean, you got to let these kids be kids. And if they're not like if they're outside fighting, don't arrest them. If they're not
Right.
really hurting each other, don't arrest them. Don't give them a record at under 18 years
Yeah.
old. Like, come on.
Yeah.
That's
That's crazy.
problem. They want to keep giving these kids such a record when they're so young, even in school, Christawn. Like, I wish I could talk to you, but what I want to say, I can't say over here.
Right.
But it's crazy because it's like these schools are really out to get our children to give them a record such a young age. Like they're really racism in the schools.
Oh
Trust and believe. I've been
yeah. Oh yeah.
the last couple
Racism is
of years.
alive and breathing very well.
Yes. And
Yep.
I always tell that's why I tell these parents, you really gotta check in with your kids, see what they're doing. If they're not answering the phone, pull up. I pull up on them. I pull
Yeah.
up. I don't care if my son doesn't answer the phone. I call him two
Okay, what?
times. I'm pulling
Yeah.
up to the block.
Pull up.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
I'm
pulling
saying.
up.
I don't know if these kids, the parents are scared or what it is, but you gotta start. You gotta do things what we were doing when we were kids,
Yeah.
meaning
Yeah.
your parents pulled up, your kids, we didn't even have cell phones back then, but our
No. No.
parents
Nope.
knew where we were. That's what the problem is.
Yeah.
It's the lack. I know parents are working. Trust and believe. I work. Trust and believe, but I make sure I'm leaving my work if I cannot get a hold of my son. I'm pulling up
Oh
wherever I
yeah.
think he is. I'm going to every door and I'm knocking on the door. And I don't care how my son feels. It's about
Yeah.
respect and responsibility. You're
Oh
13 years
yeah.
old now. I've been a teenager. His friend's been smoking for 2 years. They've been smoking since 10 years old. My son can't smoke if he has real bad asthma. But if I know when they're smoking around him because it affects his breathing. That's how I know the difference.
Yeah.
But when my daughter was going to school, when they were smoking blunts, they were crushing OCs across the blunt. My daughter didn't smoke. Thank God. I'm blessed for that. But I've always been open with all my children. From day one, when they understand stuff, I'm the one that tells them about drugs. That's what our job as a parent. You're supposed to be the one not introducing them, but telling them about facts of life, about sex. They don't even talk about sex education anymore in schools. They took that away because they replaced it with the rainbow flag. So, it's like certain things no disrespect. I don't care if you're a lesbian, gay, anything. I support you guys. But I don't think that we should be taking away sex education from the schools and replace it with the rainbow flag, or the DARE program and replace it with the rainbow flag. No disrespect in any way. No one, don't take this in any way. I feel like drugs is, more important than a rainbow flag.
Right,
Sex
exactly.
education is more important for these kids. They don't even have a music class anymore for these kids. Like, they could have clarinets, flutes. They don't do that no more. Why they do that?
They took it away. Like you said, they replaced it. They replaced it with that. And like you said, it ain't like nobody hates them, or like we're trying to put them down or keep them down, or any type of hatred towards them. It's the push. It's the push on the push on us. You know what I mean? It's being pushed in a way that is uncomfortable for us. Like, it, we understand that everybody's not the same. We get that. Nobody cares really at the end of the day, but don't push it on the children like that in a way that's uncomfortable for us. And that's what's going on in every school,
Yes,
everywhere.
and they started young. They started in elementary school. So think about it. So if they're think about this. This is deep. I got friends that are gay. I got friends that are lesbian, and I respect them 100%. They know I got my love for them, and I'm not the one to judge, that's not me. But when you're taking away our kids' education, stuff that they should be learning at a young age, instead of replacing them with the flag, some places took the national anthem when they do it in the morning at schools. They took that away,
Mhm.
and when you used to do that every day in school. I used to do it every day in school. God bless America.
Right.
You know, and it's like what they're doing now is they're replacing it with the flag instead of giving the education, and they're starting younger. So when these kids
Yeah.
they're learning about that, so they think it's, oh, I like a girl, or a guy likes a guy, and it's like that's what they're getting taught, and it's like, no, that's not what's supposed to be happening. You're
Yeah.
supposed to, like, that's why they're younger, Christawn. That
Yeah.
goes to back to what you were saying. They're 7, 8 years old smoking, but it's the schools that are replacing education. To their mind, drugs is bad, cigarettes are bad, smoking is bad, alcohol is bad, and they're replacing it for a flag.
Yeah.
And that's why
It's like,
I really think it's crazy, because it's like you say, I mean, look at all these young ones smoking and doing this and popping that, and they don't understand the damage they're doing to their body. And some of them, unfortunately, it's too late. Their body's gone, due to an overdose, or due to neglect on alcohol or something like that. And I really feel like these schools, like, they really got to step it up. All the people that are on the councils, schools, you really got to bring that back. I mean,
mhm.
sex education is major, and um, health health is important. How they going to learn about, not all parents feel comfortable talk about sex. I understand that. Trust and believe. But
Yeah.
when my son's coming to me and telling me they're learning about a flag instead of sex education, that's a problem to me as a parent.
Oh yeah, sure, for
You know,
sure. That's what I'm
so
saying. Like the push, they pushing it on the kids. Like,
yeah,
nobody cares what y'all do. If y'all want to do that, go ahead. Knock
exactly.
yourself out. Who cares? Nobody. We got our own stuff we dealing with and all that. But if you're gonna be pushing it on our kids, then we got the problem. We got a problem right there, because at the end of the day, the kids don't need to be learning about that and have that being pushed on them in that early age like that. They don't. It's just. It's not normal.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that. Don't try to normalize that to them. Let them, if they gonna get into that stuff, let them do it on their own.
Yes.
If they get into it, they get into it. I mean, you're not gonna make it. And one thing, they just try to push it on you so they can force it on you, like to make it right. Like they want you to accept it. Like I don't accept none of that. If you're gonna do it, I don't care. But I don't care. I'm not gonna support none of that stuff. Like if that's how you roll, that's how you roll. I don't hate you. I don't. I mean, like you said, I got friends who are that who are gay, lesbian. I don't care. Like they know I don't like it. It's not nothing that I would ever support in their lives, but it won't stop me from having love for them.
Right.
But nowadays, like you said, these schools are pushing it on the kids, and that's where they don't get that. That's where the people have the problem right there. That's where the problem comes in. It's
So true.
it's just to the point where people are so fed up. They, I mean, and but a lot of people can't voice it out. A lot of people can't even say anything. They can't say nothing at their job because they get fired.
Yeah.
They can't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere or some type of something like discipline will happen to them if they voice their opinion on what's going on. And it could be not even a hate in any type of hatred. It could be just like, nah, I don't support it. Oh, you don't support it? Then you're this, you're that.
Yeah.
No, I just don't support it.
It's like
Like
if I
me and
don't
my
support the Patriots, I'm a bad person because I'm from Boston. But you got my Steelers on, so salute to you.
yeah,
I
right.
see you. That's my
But
favorite team
but
right there,
but
football.
yo, that's a good analogy. You don't hate me because or hate somebody because they don't like what you like. We can have a disagreement and still love each other and still have love and be cool and be friends. They're trying to make this thing a hatred thing. They're so trying to do that to us. It's just we're just disagreeing. I got in many
Right.
disagreements with well, I got getting disagreements with my mom. I used to have getting all type of disagreements with my dad, but we never stopped loving each other. We had many disagreements, but we always was there for each other. But I don't like how they trying to do that to us. You know, just because you don't support it means you hate it,
Right.
and it's like
Right.
that. You know that I mean I don't like that, but that's what's happening.
Right. And
What's happening
and that
out here?
goes back to the family tree, Christawn. That's what they're cutting the family tree at the young age at the schools.
Mm,
It's deep, real deep. When I'm like, for real, because if they're getting the kids young at elementary, they're stopping the family trees. People wake up. Definitely wake up. You gotta really be focused with your kids, everything in daily lives with them, and in tune what is going on in the school. Fight for your children in school. Don't let them
yeah,
mistreat your son or daughter. Be their lawyer. You gotta be their lawyer. Fight for them. In schools, that is what your job is. Schools are
yeah.
like prison. Same setup. You got the tray for the food. You got the rooms locked down. You got
Mm,
the school can go on lockdown. It's just like a jail. But it's
mm.
like enough is enough. You're trying to stop the family trees so young that you're talking about lesbian and gay. Kids don't even know about a kiss, a hug. So young.
No,
You know what I
don't
mean?
even know.
Like, what is going on? Like, stop that. Stop that and stop teaching our children really what they need to learn. Science, social studies, math, um, um, sex education, health. These are
Yeah.
major things what they need to know. Like music, bring music back. Let these kids have music class. Let them have
Hmm.
an instrument that they can come home with and keep their mind going. Keep them busy after school. Keep them off the block because they got to
Yeah.
practice on the instrument. Come on, guys. You really got to get this together for these young ones. Really do.
Yeah, I can't believe they got done away with music.
Hmm.
No more music. Yeah, I can't. I mean, like, whoa,
I couldn't
shocking.
believe it. When my son told me that, I was like, no way. I'm looking at the schedule. No music. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's shocking.
No gym. And that's another thing. That my son only has gym half of the year.
What?
When I was in school, I had to run a mile every single day,
Right, right. We ran.
every
Yeah,
day,
no doubt.
Monday through Friday. I had
Yep.
asthma attacks all the time. From you had to run, it didn't matter. The teacher didn't even care if I had my
I
inhaler with
ain't care.
take your
Nope.
puffs. I failed gym because I didn't run the thing, and they got pissed off with me.
Yeah.
So it's like, I tell everyone, you just gotta stay in tune with these kids. Christawn, I salute to you 1,000, being with your community, interacting with the community with these kids.
Definitely.
Did you tell the kids to stop smoking when you seen them smoking that young the other day?
See, I really didn't say too much to him because I always talk to him, but it was just crazy to see how young it's gotten to be when kids start doing that. You know, and I know it was even kids back in our time that started young, but now I'm starting to see it a lot more. I'm starting to see
Yeah.
it a whole lot more everywhere. It doesn't matter if it's the hood or the suburbs. Everywhere, it's everywhere. And I mean,
Vaping. They're doing the vaping too, Christawn.
the vape, yeah, oh yeah, the vaping is and they're buying them off the streets, and that's not good. I mean, like you said, fentanyl even they can put it in the vapes. They can put it wherever. It's so many people. See, the news is not talking about all the overdoses and all the deaths that are happening out here. They're not talking about it, like they're silent. They'll say stuff here and there, but this is a wild, crazy epidemic that's going on with the kids, and it should be more forced and um more news coverage on this topic, and it's not, and it's sad. It's sad because I mean it's an Instagram page that I connected with that it says every 11 seconds a kid overdoses on fentanyl.
Yes. I seen
Every
something.
11 seconds.
Mhm.
You telling me that's okay? That don't deserve to have some type of something to go on to help these kids understand how bad this is? I mean, can you imagine every 11 seconds a kid gonna die?
Right. Christawn, you know what's crazy that you say that? Okay. I know this is supposed to be about music and stuff, but
Yeah,
you and I always, when it comes to your interview, we always talk about the kids.
yeah,
That's a major, and that's what I love about you as an artist. You're always about them, and
yeah.
you know what's crazy? I think do you think that the overdose started happening more when they got rid of the real Percocets, prescribing it to
Yeah, it
people,
did.
and then they start opening the methadone clinics? Do you guys have that out where you're at?
Yeah,
Methadone
yeah,
clinic? Okay.
yeah. We got all that.
So that's everywhere now. And it's crazy because before I used to get a prescription, a Percocet, and um, I was in a major car accident on my back, so I have like damage to my L7s, L3,
Oh,
like
okay.
three of my on my discs. I have three bulging discs in the L7, but I couldn't do the surgery because it's right too close to the spine, so I'll go paralyzed more than coming out okay after a surgery. So
Oh
they
man.
won't do the surgery. Anyways, so I was getting prescribed Percocets. They stopped me cold turkey. Okay, they wanted me to go into a methadone clinic. I was like, hell no, I'm not going. I don't judge nobody that is doing that.
Right.
Salute to you. If you got to do it, you got to do it.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people that have gone in there on the methadone clinic, and that's why I was scared to
Yeah.
go because I seen them. They go in with a small dosage, right? They're there for a couple months, then they're up to a whole cup of that shit, and they
Mm.
started feeling sick. They don't really eat. They're so they started declining, and I've seen it multiple
Wow.
times, not just the couple, multiple different people that was on it. So
Yeah.
that scared me. I was like, no, nope, that's it. I'll suffer
Yeah.
with pain, and it's crazy because technically I should be on it, for the rest of my life for the pain.
Mm.
But it's like they stopped it. They don't prescribe it. No doctors prescribe it unless I go to the clinic. I'm not going to a clinic.
Right.
I don't judge nobody that goes to a clinic, but that's not me. I seen
Mm.
people decline after going into the clinic. So,
Wow.
it's just sad. I wish that they never got rid of Percocets, uh, Vicodin. I really wish they didn't do that, because I feel like since they got rid of that there's been more overdoses since they opened the clinics. I mean, it's
Mm.
crazy. You go down to Mass Ave in Boston, straight up the whole friggin' thing. You see needles, you see people shooting up right there on the main street. Like, it's just insane. And that's not a
Wow.
good look. Nowhere. It's not a good look. If you want to do that stuff, there's a place and a time for that. I understand people have addictions and stuff like that. But, you know, if they're making it freely like that, letting them do that, then these kids are seeing that, and that's not okay. That's why we got to stop it. You know, all these clinics that popped up, close them. Let the people get the prescriptions if they need the prescription. It's got to be criteria.
Right.
Any like accident or anything, people with cancer, they don't even want to give them that. They want them to go to the clinic. Come on, like the clinic's gonna kill them having the chemo and then this.
Chemo, yeah.
You know, I've been through that cancer medicine, and that kid that ate me. Like that ate me. That was really bad. But they want you to go into a clinic, and it's like people shouldn't have to go into clinic when they're in have a deathly disease, or if they're really in pain. Like, do the test. You're gonna see that they got the damage to them, so they need a pain pill. It's okay to do that. You know, that's the problem with the everything that's going on with the world, Christawn. I really feel in my heart that the overdoses have increased with the combination of when they got rid of the flag and replaced it, get rid of the health and replaced it with the flag, and also when they got rid of writing all the prescriptions, because now these kids are seeing all these different people, you know, smoking weed. They like it, but you don't know what's you don't know if there's fentanyl in it. You don't know if there's coke in there to get you addicted to something stronger. So I always tell anyone that's smoking weed, put it in a plastic bag and shake it, a little nugget. And if there's any residue on the plastic bag, don't smoke that weed.
Right.
You know, that either got coke or got fentanyl, and throw that shit out. You know, that's important. And I mean, at least if we could teach the kids that, shake your weed in a bag and you see it has residue like a powder, or like the bag's not clear anymore and it looks like cloudy on it, there's something mixed with that. Unfortunately, I'm telling you real, you know, and we gotta make a difference for these kids. And I feel like more concerts will make a difference. You know, having these kids come out, have something for them to do. You know, the concerts are so expensive. Tickets are crazy. And it's like these kids want to do stuff, but it's like they don't have the money for it. And I just really feel that I feel bad for the kids, Christawn. I really do. And I really don't think you should stop your music. I feel like your music is their medicine. Your music can stop certain kids from doing things because you don't cuss in your music.
Right.
And that's important. I know I cussed a couple of times in the beginning. I apologize on that. But you know, I really salute to you, and I really feel in my heart, don't stop your music. It doesn't matter your age. Don't do that.
Right. Definitely. I'm definitely gonna keep it going as long as definitely as long as I can. You know what I mean? So, but I'm going to have these projects, at least one out soon, and with the
Can you say
video.
the name of the project, or you can't say the name yet?
Tales from the Street.
Woo, woo. Still doing it.
Yeah. That's gonna be the name. So I mean that's gonna be the project that I definitely put out. I was trying to just wait to put them all out at the same time, but that might not happen. So I really want to get something out
Yes,
ASAP. And but it's gonna be available. I'm gonna have it for free. You could donate to to my cause or what I'm doing, and I'll have all the information to donate or take it for free. You know what I mean? But it was a guy. His name is D1. He just put an album out, and he put it out for free. And he said, he did the same thing like I'm saying. He was like, just donate. Who cares if it's $1 or whatever? Don't you know this guy got $1,000? Somebody bought this CD for $1,000.
wow.
One CD, and he said and there was people that was buying it for like 50, 100. Like he instilled something in me that said, okay, don't put a price on this. If people can afford it, they can afford it. If they want to give more, they're gonna give more. If they want to take it for free, take it for free. But just put it out there, and God gonna do the rest. You
Definitely,
so
definitely.
yeah, he gonna do the rest. Yo,
Yes, sir.
do you know
Definitely.
anybody? That do websites?
Websites, I do. Let me find out if they're still doing it. I'll inbox them and see if they're still doing it. I know he was on he almost died, the person that I'm thinking of. he was on life support and stuff. So let me
Oh,
reach
man.
out to see how his health's doing and see if he's still doing it. If he is,
Okay.
I'll send you his name in the inbox. I got you. Or if there's
Okay. Yeah.
anybody
Cool. Yeah.
that's coming in right now that makes websites, make sure you link with him. Definitely.
Yeah. Definitely hit me up if you do website. You know,
What about a
let me know
tour?
the price.
Sean? Are you gonna do a tour?
I'm gonna do. I'm definitely. I'm gonna put a school. I'm going to some schools. Definitely for
Oh, you
sure.
gotta
Like
go
that's.
to RJ school. You gotta come surprise him because he's always asking about your
Yeah.
music.
I'm gonna put the packet together. You know, to let them know who I am and what I do, what I represent, and I feel like that's going to do it. But that's going to everything going to be right. I'm definitely going. I'm sending them out everywhere, everywhere
Okay.
for
RJ
sure.
is upstairs in a competition, but he said to make sure I tell him. You said what's up. He says what's
Okay,
up to
yeah,
you.
yeah, definitely. Let them know let them know I said, hey, and you know, everything is coming, everything coming. Believe me, it's going. When they come out, everybody going to understand why it
Yes,
took so
because he's been asking me, did Christawn come on with his music? Did Christawn come on with
long.
his
Oh
music?
yeah,
You know, he's been
it's in the
asking
works.
me last time. Remember, he's like, Christawn, did the music come on
Yeah,
yet?
yeah, you said right. We gotta do
So
some. We
that's
gotta do
good
the
though.
Bible study
The
too.
younger generation that's looking up to you, like my son never met you, but he supports you because, of what I've talked about you and how you've been on the Iccy Show Bible studies. You've been on there a couple times co-hosting with him,
Yeah,
and it's like, just by talking to him, you see, that's one teenager that you got into his head because he's always asking.
yeah, that's what's up. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's
Right,
the purpose right there. That's the purpose. That's the whole purpose of why I'm doing what I'm doing.
right. And I think that's why I really feel you're one artist that should never give up, never stop. I know life happens, people, whatever happens with life, but don't stop because your lyrics can make an impact for the younger generation, and that's important.
Definitely.
You're a rare breed of an artist that can make that difference. Like my son never asks, out of all the 636 interviews I've done, you're the only artist that my son always asks. No disrespect to anybody else, but he's really in tune to your music. So I feel like, maybe by him listening to your music, so since he listened to it, there's other kids that you can make a difference with it.
Definitely, for sure. Definitely.
What about having your music at the strip clubs and stuff? Have you ever thought of that?
I had it before. I had it before. Like I nowadays I don't really know too many of them that that I contact and I'm in contact with. But I mean, I've had my music played in the strip. I've had my music played in all types of clubs. All types. I mean, like especially in Philly. Like in Philly, I used to be played all over the place.
How was
So
that feeling hearing your music come on the club?
it was dope. Especially when you're in the club, you hear everybody feeling your music and stuff, and you come on and everybody just starts dancing and everybody. It's a good feeling. It's definitely a good feeling when people feeling it. Now when you got people sitting there looking at you like this, and then you just like you be like, nah, I don't know who that is, man. I don't know who that is. But yeah, it's a good feeling to see people vibing to everything you're doing.
Awesome.
Especially when in the beginning it was real dope to see people do it.
Right, right.
But
What
yeah,
where do you get the most support out of all the cities and countries?
um Africa.
Salute to Africa. We had Africa on the
Yeah.
Icy Show last night. Salute,
Oh yeah,
definitely.
yeah. Africa, definitely Africa. I mean, I got so many. Oh man, at least 100 that hit me up. They hit me. I mean, like this out of nowhere. Hey, you want to drop your album? Hey, Christo, what you doing? Like this, this. They're some of the friendliest people that I've ever came in contact with, as far as foreigners. Some of the
Yes.
friendliest people I've ever came in contact with. I love Africa. They always show me respect. Whenever I talk to them. So big up Africa.
Salute to Africa, definitely. Much love and respect. We are internationally, we are global, we are state to state in every country. So salute to you, Christawn. Don't stop, keep on going. What about your brand? Have you thought about coming up with your own brand of your t-shirt, clothing line?
Yeah, yeah. I have something put together for that already. Just gotta get it. Just gotta get it distributed and all that. So
What is
for
there
distribution.
anything holding you back in that? Like, is it the place to do it
Oh no,
or?
I got somebody for that. Yeah, I got a guy. I got a guy. He is in Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got a guy for that. So I'm gonna hook that up around when I drop the album. I'll have t-shirts. Like that's why that's why I'm really my mind is really focused on website now, so I can get everything in order, get everything put up there for people to come get the merchandise, the music, everything. So right when that gets up, but I want it to be good. I don't want it to just be because I could have did it myself. I could have had some other guy do it, but I want it to be somebody who's like who has a track record of doing stuff. Like they've done stuff.
Right, right.
You know what I mean?
My website's on GoDaddy site. It's
Okay.
godaddy.com, Iccy Showw.
Oh,
Um,
you selling your stuff too on there, right?
yes, I can sell my stuff on there. I haven't, I lost the password, so that's where my problem is because the person made it for me. I had it going and then I lost the book that had my password, so I can't get into it to like
Oh
update it.
man.
So it's like locked in there right now. But everything's what I started to do is on there. But
Okay.
that's the site I use is GoDaddy.com, IC hashtag Iccy Showw or something like that.
Yeah, I
But
heard of GoDaddy.
yes, and it was real like cheap, real cheap.
Wow. Okay.
So if you I'm gonna talk to the person that made mine and then if they don't do it, but check into that site and you just basically go and you put the pictures up what you want and everything.
Okay. All right. That's
Yeah.
tough. Okay. Definitely.
So is there anything else holding you back in your career right now?
Nah, nothing. I'm in a good place in my life. A lot of just a lot of peace in my life. A lot of just a lot of good people around me. So it's a good it'd be a good time to get everything popping, everything going. So, but the only thing that's stopping me is a website. That's why I'm glad I got to get that out there. So if anybody knows anybody who does websites or you do it yourself, please hit me up, holler at me, let me know what price you're talking, and if we can get it together, let's do it. I just want to as long as I get that out the way, everything else is just going to coast.
Okay, okay, let's get it, Christawn. Definitely. Salute, definitely. Is there any shout outs you would like to bring or anything that we didn't bring up you would like to bring up?
Shout out God, shout out Jesus Christ, changing my whole life around. Shout out Iccy Showw, of course, the Queen, shout out. Just shout out my everybody who's been a part of this album that's gonna drop. And just just shout out to the kids out here who really want to make a difference in their lives. Really want to make a positive change and want to be role models. And you like they say, dare to be different out here than what they see.
Right.
So you know, but yeah, coming soon. Everything's coming soon. It's on the way.
Okay. Okay, salute to you, Christawn. Much love, respect to you. Let them know where they can find you, all your social medias, all that.
It's just go to Google, plug in Christawn. Everything. My Instagram, my YouTube, Facebook, of course, it'll come up. Anything that I'm a part of, Spotify, anything, it'll all pop up. And the album is definitely coming this year. And I might not drop all three at the same time, but one is coming this year,
Woo,
guaranteed,
woo, definitely.
guaranteed, yes, guaranteed.
You know what's crazy? You got to link with Snoop Dogg because Snoop Dogg has a movie called what your album is.
Yeah, yo, I was gonna do a track with Snoop Dogg,
What?
but
You
I didn't
should have.
like it.
Oh my God, that's one of my
Somebody,
favorites.
yeah, somebody hooked me up. Somebody hooked me up with a feature that I listened to, but I just didn't like it. I mean, it just wasn't me. I didn't think I was gonna be able to do it justice.
Yes.
'Cause that's Snoop Dogg. I mean, I can't if I don't know I could do my best on it, I'm not gonna do it. Snoop
That's
Dogg.
good though.
That's
That's
the
good
legend.
though.
Yeah, I mean, that's the legend. Like that's Snoop Dogg. Like I mean, I wasn't gonna get on there like that, but I just didn't like the beat to it. It really wasn't me. But it was last year, and the guy from California hit me up, and he was like, "Yo, I got a track for Snoop for you if you want to do it." I listened to it. I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, but it was at the time where I was doing stuff with everybody pretty much. So I really wasn't like really sweating it too much. And like I said, that's Snoop Dogg. I wasn't if I know I ain't gonna do a good job, I'm not gonna take it.
You know, that's good that you say that because a lot of artists would have just jumped on him no matter
Yeah.
what. But
Oh yeah.
at least
Oh yeah.
you were honest about it, you know. Hey, he is a legend, you know, the OG right
Yeah.
there.
That's the OG. Like that's the triple
Yeah.
OG. Like
And he's
that's
for the
Snoop
kids.
Dogg.
Shout out to OG Snoop Dogg, definitely. Much love and respect from the Iccy Show. Keep on going. He got the camp. He got the kids in the football camp.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
that I
Yeah.
respect him for that. You know, when I first seen that show and he did that, I was like, wow. A lot of artists out there don't do nothing for the children. You know,
Nah,
they'll
not
do
like that.
something in the community, but nothing big like that.
He got
Like
a
he has a
whole
whole
league.
yes, and that's
Whole
amazing.
league.
And he
Yeah.
reaches out to the kids that are like, you know, having problems in school. And, you know, I love that. I love to see someone that's in the industry that reaches out to these kids to try to make a difference. You know, that's
Yeah.
what we need.
We need that's what yeah, definitely. I respect Snoop for doing that, especially around the area he's
Oh,
doing it
yeah.
at. I mean, them kids need it so badly out there, and it's um from my knowledge, one of them somebody got a full scholarship somewhere that I was listening to. I don't remember exactly who it was, but I mean, it's that's I mean that's Snoop Dogg. I mean, the college is going to come out and just because of his name and look
Mhm.
at the kids. So respect the Snoop Dogg for real.
And I respect him too because I watched the whole season, and I really respected him because there was a kid that was having some problems. He lost his mom, I want to say.
Mm.
Don't hold me on that, but he had someone that was either his mother or father that died. So the kid
Oh
started
man.
acting out in school and things like that. But Snoop like took him under and he made him change. You know, it was a little tough change, but he did make him change. And I salute to him doing that. That's what we need.
Wow.
Because think about it. If we got all these legends out here that are artists and things like that, if kids are listening to their music and they're, you know, doing bad things, but that's why these artists need to reach out to the public to get into these kids' heads, like we are telling them it's not okay to pull a weapon on anybody. It's not okay to take drugs. That's what we need. We need to keep on going, get it in
Yeah.
their heads. So that, oh my gosh,
And a
they
lot
keep on saying,
more.
I don't
We
want
need a
to hear
lot
it no
more. Yeah. A lot. We need a lot more people to be vocal about that. A lot more.
more. Yes. I feel
Definitely
like
a lot
we can all make a difference by being vocal on it.
more. Yeah.
I really feel anybody in the industry, we got to make a difference for these children, especially if you want a family tree. You got to start now because
Yeah.
5 more years, half of the population is going to be gone, unfortunately, if we don't start now.
We don't
That's,
start now. It's going to get worse and worse and worse.
yes. And there'll be more
Worse and
new
worse.
drugs coming out, you know, that's
Oh
how
yeah.
it is.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, Christawn, is there anything else you would like to bring up that we didn't bring up?
Now I think we covered it all. I think we covered everything.
RJ, come here. I got Christawn. He's about to end. What's up?
What's up? What's up, RJ? What's going on, man?
Big boy, right? Right, Christawn?
Yeah, he got the braids going and everything. I see. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, you doing good in school?
Kinda. I'm doing better.
Yeah, kind of.
Thing here, nothing. I'm doing better.
That's good. Keep up the good work too. I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna get on with y'all on the Bible study too soon.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. Guess
All
guess
right. See
guess
you. See.
what? He got 3 albums coming up this year. Really?
Yeah. Yeah. One's coming out. One's coming out in July, August, and then the next two are going to follow after that. But it's definitely coming out July, August. I'm gonna have it up.
All right.
Yeah, it's almost here. Almost here, bro.
All right,
Yup.
cool. I just wanted to get you before because I heard you coming down the stairs. I love you too. All right, Christawn. Is there anything else you would like to bring up that we didn't bring up?
No, I'm good. Everything. I think we covered everything. We got everything covered.
Please let me be a part of the documentary when you do the documentary. I'll come out there.
Yeah, I want. I gotta talk to you about a couple other things, especially with the tour for the tour for the school tour.
Okay.
So y'all got a lot of schools around where you're at too, like elementary, junior high schools, high
There's only
schools.
in the city where I'm at. There's only 2 middle schools,
Okay,
and
too.
2 high schools. One's a vocational school and one's a regular high school.
Okay, all right, that's good. That's good enough. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk. I'll talk to you more in depth when it comes to that
Yeah,
time though.
definitely.
Definitely,
Make sure you get
definitely.
into RJ's school for real, for real.
Now I'm gonna get over there. I'm definitely gonna get over there. That's for sure.
You seen him? He's like, about school.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
Uh
like, you need to be over there.
huh.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, this is Christawn from New Jersey to Boston, 617-2978. Go check him out. He doesn't cuss in his music. Salute to him, hands down. Make sure when his project comes out, you support him. If you're looking to get a feature, book him for one of your local schools. Inbox him. He just gave you all his Googleable on everything. So check him out,
Yeah.
Christawn.
Plug the name up and get everything. Get my everything I'm a part of.
Where do you see yourself in the next year, Christawn?
I definitely see myself having a successful album out,
Oh yeah.
and definitely see myself doing some stuff out there, show wise, and just being more active, being a lot more active, being the albums out in circulation. So that's what I see. I see that happening to a high degree.
Okay, okay. And if there's anyone that's tuning in that knows how to make websites, make sure you link with Christawn right here. He is looking for someone to make a website. So link with him. Definitely, for sure.
Definitely.
I appreciate everyone that tuned in tonight on this Saturday night.
Uh,
God bless everyone. Free the Jails 2024 is here. Let's make it a positive note. Christawn has 3 albums approximately coming out this year. At least one, definitely.
yeah,
But he
one
does have
definitely.
3 that are done. But we don't know if it's going to be 3 this year or 1 this year and the rest next year. But stay tuned. Follow him. Go support him. Go request him. And let's get it happen. Christawn, this
Yes.
is interview 636 interviews. I appreciate you coming on the Iccy Show.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you too.
Thank you, King, for always coming on the Icey Show and always supporting. Much love and respect to you.
Oh, same to you.
Thank you. Peace, love, respect,
All
everyone.
right. All right. Peace, y'all.